Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I'll be doing the 2024 election prediction between Raphael Warnock and Donald Trump. Let's go get started by living all of Warnock's safe states: Washington, Oregon, California, Colorado. Colorado's going to be safe. Trump's going to get a lot of rural turnout. Warnock's going to do very well with the Hispanic and Latino vote though. It could be likely though, but shifting it enough to the left. Trump safe states: Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska's at large in 3rd district, not the 1st district that will not be safe, or probably won't be Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Indiana. For Warnock's likely states, he gets New Mexico, Nebraska second, which is obviously not a state, Minnesota, Virginia, New Hampshire, and Maine at large. New Mexico, I see Warnock being strong enough with Hispanic and Latino voters, doing well enough with the oil workers to be able to carry it. Probably similar margins to Biden. Nebraska second, once again, probably pretty similar margins to Biden. I could probably do better in the suburbs than Biden. Probably more like 7 or 8%. Minnesota, he's gonna do pretty well in Minneapolis, Warnock that is. And do well enough with the working class, but Trump's probably still gonna do very well. But I mean, like if Biden was able to carry it, likely Warnock almost certainly will. In Virginia, I just got a notification. Let me go close that. Closed it. I'm not certain where I was. I think I was talking about either Nebraska second. I think I was talking about Minnesota. If Biden's able to carry it, likely Warnock almost certainly will. He's gonna do better, or he's probably gonna do pretty well in Minneapolis. And he'll do well enough with the working class. Virginia, Warnock's gonna do pretty well with black voters. Trump's not gonna get a lot of rural turnout. Warnock's gonna do pretty well in the D.C. suburbs. New Hampshire, it's on the line between being lean and likely. I could see him doing pretty well with white rural college educated voters, but I could also see him doing worse than Biden. But either way, it'll probably still be likely. For Trump's likely states, he gets Alaska, South Carolina, Mississippi, Iowa, not Wisconsin, Nebraska's first, Ohio, and Maine second. So in Alaska, we're going to see more and more Native American voters turning out, which is going to favor the Democrats. Warnock is going to be, once again, fairly decent with oil workers probably similar to Biden. Nebraska's first. Warnock's going to do well enough in the suburbs to shift it. Oh, Kansas is also likely for Trump. Kansas, another similar thing. Warnock's going to do well enough in the suburbs to be able to shift it. Mississippi, Warnock's strong enough with black voters to be able to only lose it by a likely margin. South Carolina, probably D plus 10, D plus 9. Trump weren't so great for turning out white rural voters. It'll probably be narrower since Warnock's going to do fairly well with rural black voters, but black voters in general. But Trump has enough. He can turn out enough white voters for to the point where it's probably only D plus or R plus 10 or R plus 9. I said D plus a minute ago. Iowa. It's probably gonna be narrower. I see Warnock having slightly more populist appeal than Biden. He's probably gonna be somewhere in the state. Ohio actually is gonna be lean probably. Warnock's gonna do well enough with the black vote to be able to move it down to a lean margin. Maine second. Once again, Trump has enough populist appeal. I don't see Warnock carrying enough Obama to Trump voters. For Warnock's lean states, he gets Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And Georgia. So Nevada, Warnock's going to do well enough with the Hispanic and Latino vote. Trump's not going to do great with the white vote. Arizona, Warnock's going to do well enough in the suburbs, the traditionally conservative suburbs. Georgia, Warnock's obviously, it's his home state. He's going to do very well in Atlanta, do really well in the suburbs. He's going to do really well with the black vote. He's probably going to do pretty well with the, or obviously like the black vote in like Atlanta, but also pretty well, I would think, with rural black voters. But Trump is going to be able to turn out fairly large numbers from rural areas, probably just be like D plus 2, D plus 3. Michigan, Warnock's going to have to turn out enough black voters. He's going to be strong enough with the black vote. Trump's going to do pretty well in or with the working class. I see Warnock being similar to Biden with the working class, but having more appeal to black voters. Very similar thing in Pennsylvania, probably like R plus or D plus 3, D plus 4 in Michigan, like D plus 2, D plus 3 in Pennsylvania. For Trump's lean states, he gets Texas and Florida. In Texas, he's going to be able to do well enough with the rural vote. I see Warnock doing better than Biden with the Hispanic and Latino vote. I don't see him being amazing for. I don't see him being amazing for the Hispanic and Latino vote though. But he's also going to shift the suburbs enough. Florida. Once again, I don't see Warnock doing amazing in Miami. I don't see him doing phenomenal with the Hispanic and Latino vote. However, I see him doing well enough in the suburbs, to the point where it's just R+1, R+2, maybe R+3 still. For Warnock's singular tilt state is Wisconsin. Trump's is North Carolina. Wisconsin, Warnock has enough appeal to black voters. He's going to do very well in Milwaukee. Honestly, it should probably be lean. Just because he's going to turn out more black voters. He's going to do well enough with the black vote. Trump's still going to do very well with the working class, probably, though. North Carolina, honestly, may even do slightly better with, like, the white working class. In North Carolina, I mean, like, Warnock's going to be pretty strong in the suburbs, and he's going to do well with the black vote. The only thing is, Trump is also really good with rural voters and really good with the working class. Those two may cancel each other out. Honestly, may shift it slightly more to the left. But it's still probably going to nearly go to Trump. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I mean, like, obviously, it would nearly go to Trump, probably, since it has a Republican lean, or a slight Republican lean. Or, not so, I guess it's a slight Republican lean. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.